Oh, hey there! Welcome to Animal Crossing New Horizons with a side of salt. Would you like to start the video? Okay, sounds good. Let me just check a few things first. Alright, I think we're all set. Let me just double check. Are you sure you're ready to watch? Fantastic! Oh, whoops. I'm getting a call.
Start the video already, you dirt.
Oh my! It appears you've already watched a YouTube video today. My hands are kind of full at the moment, so I'll have to ask you to check back tomorrow. Animal Crossing New Horizons is a waiting simulator that came out just in time to fit in with your busy schedules of waiting due to virus. Since everybody is already indoors anyway, why not play a game about going outdoors and indoors and in menus? If you've never played a game in the series before, it's okay. You get kidnapped by a raccoon and his failed clones from previous games who toss you into a deserted island and force you into slavery under the guise of building a community. Oh, whoopsies though. You forgot to bring money. Mr. Looney Raccoony totally forgot to check that prior. It's not like he's ever dealt with these scenarios before or anything. It's not like if he did, it would just feed into the notion that this is all part of his grand scheme to trap and enslave workers to expand his empire. No, sir, it's cute. Take your free phone that you now have to pay for using the patented Good Boy system. Doing chore tasks that make the island more profitable. Cute. Will net you Good Boy points that you can use to purchase a variety of things. You shill. Once you pay off your soul contract using Good Boy points, you can upgrade your dumpster to an outhouse. Time to oh wait, Good Boy points don't work anymore. Come back tomorrow with cash, you cretin. Dosh can be obtained by selling anything and everything other than people. You can't sell the people. Wait, but you can sell a doghouse and there's a dog working in there. Head to a river and catch some fish. Head to a nature and catch some bugs. Head to some trees and catch some bees! Whoopsie poopsie there, villager. Looks like you used your tool a little too much. Better remake that sucker using the handy dandy time sink known as DIY. Animal Crossing knows how much everybody loved the durability system in Breath of the Wild. So akin to that, you have tools that will shatter with a light breeze. You can make better versions that take longer to shatter, but much like everyone you've ever loved, they'll all pass eventually. Once they do, you can start the tedious process over again. Going through a menu every time, watching a cutscene every time, wasting your life every time. Don't worry though, your house comes equipped with storage. No, stop! You can't store your materials in there if you want to craft with them. That's absolutely crazy. You can store them so that later, you can come back, pull out the materials you need, craft, and then store the leftover materials again, you silly. How dare you think this would be optimized? It's real life! But a video game! If there's one thing Animal Crossing does better than anyone else, it's menus. Streamlining only exists when choosing the layout of your town. Get it? Because this streamlining is the river. Anything and everything will take multiple menus and text boxes to progress through, such as selling, buying, donating, traveling, pooping. Okay, maybe not the last one. Maybe your island is getting boring and you're sick of how it looks. Well, once you've waited an entire week, assuming you've played every day, you can just start to move things wherever your little heart desires. But only one thing per day, and you can't just adjust things, like that's crazy. You'll need to pick up an entire house, move it to another location, pay a fee, and then wait a real day because we progress in real time in this household. Then you can go through the same menus to move it again. One square over to the right of the original location. Fun! Same goes with making bridges or inclines to make traveling less of a chore. Those will take another full day to complete after you paid for their costs. What do you mean you want to craft the bridges using the new material system, akin to how you created your first bridge? No! Grind more! Now that your town is looking the way that you always imagined, maybe you can invite your pals over and shut down half of the game's features. Villagers are no longer bogged down by charm, varied tasks, or personalities. Instead, they are completely sanded down to fulfill their one true purpose as an accessory to your island. New Horizons is an odd mesh of nostalgia pandering while trying to kindly sweep under the rug the fact that a game from almost 20 years ago has more content than this one. But they got promises of stuff other titles included from the get-go as free DLC down the line. Because if waiting a day for something wasn't enough, you can now wait months for stuff that should have been included with the base game. But it's free DLC! Say, almost a minute has passed, which means one person might have had the chance to connect by this point. But we still got time to kill while the other 6 join. Perhaps we can talk about how the online somehow will still surprise you on how blatantly bad it is. Background loading is a thing of the past in the sense that it remains in the previous entries and it's replaced by a 40-second window slowly telling you that someone is arriving, which also forces everyone else to close all menus and dialogue unless they want connection issues. But seeing as as how everyone is desperate for interaction during a quarantine, they'll easily look past it to see their friends and villagers make a smiley face and misspell penis to avoid the in-game censors. Fans of the series will be happy to know that Isabelle has returned, and she is still Isabelle, and every other NPC you loved is now dead, except for the ones that got the Isabelle approved stamp. Boy howdy, I sure love Isabelle. My favorite part about Isabelle is how she's a cute character. Wouldn't it just be insane if she did something outside of that realm? I'm laughing just thinking about it. Ha! Many other features from past titles were removed in favor of more customization, cementing the series as a diorama showcase and less of an immersive title. The summer getaways are replaced with RNG Nook-sponsored island, with beetles being replaced by hordes of tarantulas. And still no way to sell things from the island to make sure that you come back with your little pocket stuff to sell directly to Nook Inc., who will reward you with good boy points. I sure hope you're a week into the game, otherwise you'll barely have enough room to hold all of the tools you basically need on yourself at all times too. But to progress, you can always use that patented technique of time traveling. The game does move in real time, so if you trick real time into fake time, the game moves in fake time. People will pretend they are better than you because they spent 3 whole days making their own museum outside a tent because the game told them to. Good players, your good boy points will be deposited directly into your Nook accounts. Whereas the stinky time travelers get to experience the majority of what the game offers and get to the fun part of it as soon as they please, instead of being locked behind time walls. But the drawback of that is that by doing so, they come to the very quick realization that this game is really lacking in content. But so long as designing cute outfits, planting flowers, mindless chores, and basically paying $60 for a fancy version of texting, or Gaia Online, is your cup of tea, then Animal Crossing New Horizons is for you. Just be sure to buy multiple Switches and copies if you have multiple players in one household, because you only get one island per console, and the first player is the only one that can actually progress the island, therefore putting up even more limitations. Haha, oh look, there's a cute cat villager, everybody focus on that! This game's fine if you want to socialize, but just play Rune Factory 4 if you don't have friends and you want a time sync, because it's so much better.